Have you ever had your whole day ruined by something someone said or did? Maybe it was a rude comment, a thoughtless action, or just something small that threw you off. It's annoying, isn't it? But here's the truth. No one has the power to control your emotions, unless you let them. Now imagine going through your day completely unshaken, calm, steady, and at peace, even when things go wrong. And today, I'll show you how to do the same. Because the truth is, anger is one of the most dangerous emotions. It clouds your thinking, it damages relationships, and worst of all, it gives your power to the person who upset you. But philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus taught something different. They believed real strength comes from mastering your emotions. In this video, we're going to break down 7 powerful lessons that'll help you stop reacting on impulse, let go of anger, and take your emotional control back. Now, this isn't about ignoring your feelings, and it's not about pretending everything's okay when it's not. It's about learning how to respond with strength, with clarity, with grace. Whether you're dealing with criticism, setting boundaries, or finally letting go of grudges that have weighed you down. Let's begin. 1. Your reactions are always your choice. Now picture this. You're having a peaceful day, maybe sipping coffee or taking a walk. Then out of nowhere, someone says something rude. And just like that, your mood shifts. You feel tense, upset, angry, and you think, why did they ruin my day? But here's the thing. They didn't. You gave them that power. Your emotions, they're yours to manage. No one can control how you feel unless you let them. Think of it like wearing noise-canceling headphones. The noise is still out there, but it doesn't get to you. That's what emotional control feels like. The key is simple. Pause, breathe, choose your response. Ask yourself, is this really about me? Most times it's not. It's their own stuff showing. You don't have to snap back. You don't have to carry their words all day. Just stay calm. Protect your peace. Because your reaction, that's what defines you. And when you stay calm, you stay in control. 2. Stop expecting people to act like you. This one stings a little. You do your best for others. You show up, you care, and you assume they'll do the same. But then, when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. They don't call. They don't show up, and you're left thinking, I would never treat them like this. That disappointment, it hurts. But here's the hard truth. People don't live by your standards. They live by their own. Expecting someone to think, feel, or act the way you would. That's like trying to control the weather. No matter how much you hope or wish, you can't change it. Everyone's walking their own path. Their choices are shaped by their experiences, beliefs, and priorities. So when someone lets you down or behaves in a way you don't understand, it's rarely about you. It's a reflection of them. Trying to fix or change other people just leaves you drained, but accepting them as they are, that sets you free. There's a saying, expectations are the root of all suffering. The less you expect others to act the way you would, the more peace you protect. 3. Stop letting other people's words define your worth. Imagine this. You're excitedly sharing an idea. It's something you truly care about, something that lights you up. And then someone cuts in with a careless, dismissive comment. Suddenly, your confidence fades. That spark you had, it's gone. Why does this happen? Because too often, we let other people's words shape how we see ourselves. But here's the truth. Your worth isn't tied to someone else's opinion. Not their compliments, not their criticism, not their approval. When you rely on others to validate you, you hand them the keys to your peace. And the moment they disapprove, you feel small, unsure, and shaken. But real emotional freedom begins when you take that power back. Let's say a colleague criticizes your work, not in a helpful way, but in a tone that feels personal or even petty. Your first reaction might be to defend yourself, or let their words eat at you for the rest of the day. But what if you paused instead? What if you told yourself, that's their opinion, it doesn't define my value? When you create that mental space, you stay in control. You stay grounded in who you are. Marcus Aurelius put it best. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. This isn't about ignoring feedback or pretending not to care. It's about learning to filter what truly matters. Yes, constructive feedback can help you grow. But random negativity, that doesn't deserve space in your head. Here's a simple quote to carry with you. Care about what other people think, and you'll always be their prisoner. Lao Tzu. Letting go of the need for outside approval doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means you stop giving weight to opinions that don't serve your growth. And when you stop letting others define you, you make room for what really matters. Authenticity, confidence, peace. That's a life no one can take from you. 4. Set boundaries to protect your peace. Let's say a friend calls you out of the blue, needing help with something they could handle on their own. Or a co-worker suddenly drops a last-minute task in your lap, assuming, of course, that you'll just say yes. You feel torn, you don't want to disappoint them, but you also know this will throw off your entire day. So why is it so hard to say no? Here's the truth. Protecting your peace requires boundaries, and boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary. Without them, your time, your energy, even your mental space, become open to anyone and anything. And when you say yes to everyone else all the time, you often end up saying no to yourself. There's a quote that sums this up perfectly. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly giving, constantly overextending yourself. Eventually, you burn out. You grow resentful. You start to feel overwhelmed, but also guilty for feeling that way. And that's not healthy for anyone. Sometimes we feel drained, not because life is too much, but because we keep giving away our energy with no limits. Here's what most people don't realize. When someone oversteps your boundaries, it's not always their fault. It might be because you haven't made your limits clear. People aren't mind readers. If you don't speak up, they'll keep pushing, often without meaning to. That's why setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. It's not about shutting people out. It's about showing them how to treat you. Think of it like this. Boundaries protect your peace. They teach others how to treat you, and they remind you to honor your own needs too. As Epictetus said, freedom is the ability to live as we wish. And living freely doesn't mean ignoring people's needs. It means choosing wisely where your energy goes. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're bridges to healthier, more respectful relationships. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, have I communicated my needs clearly? Am I honoring my own space? Because your energy, it's valuable, and it should be spent on what truly matters, not on guilt, pressure, or trying to please everyone. You are not responsible for fixing everyone's problems. You are responsible for protecting your peace. And when you start setting boundaries with love and clarity, you'll notice something powerful. You feel lighter, more focused, and more in control, because when you prioritize yourself, you don't lose people, you lose resentment, and give the best version of yourself to the world. 5. Detach from the opinions of others. Imagine you share an idea with a group, you're proud of it. It came from the heart, but instead of support, you get blank stares, or worse, criticism. That sting of rejection, it's real, and if you're not careful, it can spiral into self-doubt. But here's a real question. Why does their opinion carry so much weight? The truth is, we've been conditioned to crave approval, to seek validation, to feel okay only when others agree with us. But relying on what others think to feel good about yourself, that's like chasing shadows. You'll never catch it, and even if you do, it'll disappear the moment they disapprove again. The real freedom, it comes when you stop letting other people's opinions define your worth. Think about this. Everyone sees the world through their own lens, their beliefs, their background, their emotions. So their opinions. They're more about them than about you. Just because someone doesn't like your idea doesn't mean it's not valid. Just because someone doesn't understand you doesn't mean you're wrong. You're not here to impress everyone. You're here to live truthfully, fully on your own path. Everyone sees the world through their own lens, a lens shaped by their past, their beliefs, their biases, and their insecurities. So when someone makes a comment about you, good or bad, it usually says more about them than it does about you. And when you take their words personally, when you internalize their opinions, you're handing them something valuable. Power over your emotions, power over your decisions. But here's the question. Why let someone else control your story? Your worth? It's not up for debate. It's not determined by their applause or their criticism. It doesn't rise when they praise you or fall when they doubt you. Your worth is steady, constant, untouched by external noise. When you stop tying your confidence to other people's approval, you give yourself permission to live authentically. As Lao Tzu said, care about people's approval, and you will always be their prisoner. That doesn't mean you isolate yourself. It doesn't mean you reject every opinion. It just means you filter what gets in. You accept feedback that helps you grow, and you let go of what doesn't serve you. Choose to detach, choose to stay grounded, and build a life that feels right to you. 6. Respond with silence, not anger. Now imagine this. You're in a heated conversation. Someone says something cruel, intentionally hurtful. You feel it instantly. Your chest tightens, your face heats up, and your mind scrambles for the perfect comeback. But what if, just for a moment, you said nothing? Silence, stillness, control. Not because you're weak, not because you don't have a response, but because you've chosen calm over chaos. Silence is one of the most powerful responses you can give. It stops the fire before it spreads. Because when you stay quiet, you don't feed the drama. You don't hand them control. You remain steady, unshaken. Responding with silence doesn't mean you're ignoring the issue. It means you're not letting anger write your next move. Staying silent doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to value your peace over the need to prove a point. There's deep wisdom in this. The less you respond to negativity, the more peaceful your life becomes. Silence sends a message, not one of fear, but one of self-control. It says, I won't let your behavior control me. By choosing silence, you protect your peace, show strength, and stay in control. Silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It says, your words don't move me, my peace does. And that's how you win, without ever raising your voice. 7. Master the art of letting go. Imagine this. You're holding a burning coal. You plan to throw it at someone who hurt you. But until you do, that coal is burning you. That's exactly how anger and resentment work. They don't hurt the other person. They hurt you. And the longer you hold on, the deeper the pain. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's not about saying what happened was okay. It's about releasing the emotional weight that keeps pulling you down. It's about freeing yourself from the past so you can focus on now. Think back to a time when someone hurt you. Maybe it was betrayal, harsh judgment, a lie. How long did you carry that moment around? Replaying it, imagining what you should have said, wasting energy on revenge or regret. Letting go is how you break that cycle. It's how you reclaim your peace. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not be disturbed by what is outside your power. Let it go, and you will find peace." Letting go doesn't mean staying silent when something's wrong. It just means choosing what's worth your time, energy, and attention. When you stop clinging to what you can't control, you make space for everything you can: a clearer mind, a lighter heart, a more fulfilling life. So next time you feel that grip, on anger, on resentment, on regret, ask yourself, is this worth my peace? What would life feel like if I simply let this go? That answer will guide you back to freedom, because true strength isn't in holding on. It's in knowing when to release. And when you do, you'll realize something powerful. The lighter you feel, the stronger you become. These 7 lessons aren't just ideas. They're tools. Tools you can use every single day to stay grounded, to stay unbothered, to grow stronger without letting the world shake you. So as you move forward, take these lessons with you. Pause before you react. Set boundaries that protect your peace. Let go of what doesn't serve your soul. Each time you choose calm over anger, stillness over reaction, you're building something powerful, a life that can't be shaken by opinions, disrespect, or negativity. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, comment and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care and stay unbothered.